Also 4 years hell yeah dance.
What do you mean 4 years? Jesus. That's bananas.
Hello.
Them's the maths, I guess. Hi. Sorry, I'm floored by that. That's bonkers. Yep. Welcome everyone to an extremely normal, feeling normal about Critical Role Campaign 4 stream. How is everyone doing? I'm back. Damn, the music was a paid actor. Hold on, let me lower that just a touch more. There we go. I'm back. Hi everyone. It's been a hot second. I'm finally free. October, you really can't avoid the canon events of October, is what I've learned. Anyways, how's everyone doing? I hope everyone's been doing good. Today we're drawing a religious trauma twink, which I know doesn't narrow anything down, as many have very kindly pointed out. That's on me. That's on me for realizing, oh wait, hold up. This is quite a few characters this could possibly be. But we're drawing Wikander Halavar. Bastard man. Ooh, good luck with midterms. Is it already midterm season? I swear just yesterday was the start of the year. This is those weird moments of being unemployed. It has been a while. Yeah, like that's nuts to me. Let's grab this neutral tone. But yeah, we're just gonna be doing same as we've done for previous portraits. And hold on, I'm realizing if you haven't seen any of the previous portraits, because maybe this is your first time popping in, let me just pull that up real quick if I can remember where I put literally anything. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Unsupported file format? What the huh? Oh, did I accidentally... Oh, that's a video, that's why, okay. I was very concerned for a moment. I was like, excuse me. Anyways, there we go. Yeah, I've been learning very slowly how to do rendering and things and stuff. I think Tyrannies is still currently sitting at close to my favorite for skin, at least, and then Valus for all of the everything else. It's gone fast for us working 9 to 5s as well. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I saw a really great little meme the other day that was basically, here, let me just make a new, well, it was basically perception of how the year goes, right? So here's well, it's not even that. It's like, okay, so we've got, here is just January. Oh my god, this brush is not good for writing. This is just January. And then we have February. And then March. And then it starts getting a little bit like this, if you will. Basically, this is what it feels like for the year. Where it's just like, yes, the first like 4 months are incredibly long. And then those last 6 go by in a blink. it's ridiculous, and it really messes with my time perception. Hmm. Oh yeah, I need to do my due diligence real quick and say, hey, there's a new chapter. Nope, new page, also new chapter if you haven't been keeping up, of Skyfell. If you haven't read it yet, there's a pinned message at the top of chat, or you could go to that link in Thank You Wild and read the news page. Wynn makes a really stupid joke. I'm very proud of that stupid joke. I've been sitting on that stupid joke for months now. And I'm so happy that you guys have finally seen it. I drew something very fun yesterday. Speaking of Wynn, I got to draw something fun with him last night for a page in chapter 6. And I'm not gonna show you all of it, but I have to show you at least one thing of it, all right? Where is it? Hold on, let me get this panel without any of the word bubbles underneath it. This is my new favorite drawing of Wynn. So, yep, enjoy that. Listen, sometimes you just need to draw your characters doing silly things. It's enrichment, you know? Mostly for me as the author. Excuse me. I am fresh off of eating. So, of course, that means all of the phlegm, for whatever reason. Ah, thank you. Oh yeah, I do have to update my description for Skyfell. Because Skyfell is going to be changing just a little. Not really anything actually substantial, just it's turning into more of an anthology instead of one all the way through storyline. Mostly because I realized if I don't do that, I'm gonna explode. Because that means I'd be locking myself into doing just Skyfell for the next 30 years. Oh yeah, the fucking Petanque song? Fuck Petanques. I hate them. Listen. Oh, speaking Speaking of games that I wish that I played on stream, tomorrow, if all goes well, I'm going to be playing Dispatch chapters 5 and 6 on stream. Now, this is entirely... I'm aware that it's like, oh, but like, Fox, you haven't played the first 4 chapters on stream. Yes, I know. I was also on a break when I played the first 4 chapters. And could not have really done that. But now I can do that. So you are all being subjected to Robert Robertson III, my precious little meow meow, who is a fucking loser. So if you don't know anything about Dispatch, you're gonna learn real quick. But it is a very good... Ow! It is a very good new game that has been coming out, made by Ad Hoc Studios, which is a new indie studio that is formed by a bunch of people who used to work at, like, Telltale Games. Now, who threw that? It's a mystery. We'll never know, Toast. Oh, I can absolutely answer that. It's not just they're a supporter. Okay, because there's a fun story to it. It's a fun story, right? Basically, Laura Bailey, who is obviously a member of Critical Role and infamous voice actor, she was hired to play a role in the game. Originally, she voiced Blonde Blazer, and then they were like, actually, can we move you to a different character halfway through recording? And then it was the best idea they ever had. Thank God they did that. Travis Willingham, fellow voice actor, also Laura's husband, peeked over her shoulder while she was looking at all of the stuff to do with the game. And Travis, being also CEO of Critical Role, was like, wait, this fucks, actually. I want to get involved with this, but like, not just myself as a voice actor. I want Critical Role as a company to get involved with this, because I can see this as a really, really cool project. And I want to help financially support it. So here we are, you know? They helped fund a lot of things. They put a lot of money into it, a lot of love into it. And yeah, so that is why they are credited. Credited. But yeah, I think it is really cool that they did that. And thank goodness they did, because it is a delightful game, and I can't imagine what kind of cuts they would have had to make if they didn't have also critter money behind them. I thought Laura was Blonde Blazer because she has the rain, so it makes sense she was once. Yeah. She was originally hired for Blonde Blazer, and then it was literally the like, actually, can you, you're good at making sex jokes and acting like a bitch when you want to. Can we have you on Invisigal? Today you learned that Travis is the CEO. Yes, he is. He has made some very good financial decisions as CEO. Only CEO of a company that I like. Which goals? Yes. Yeah, really. Anyways, I'm getting lost in the sauce. But yeah, so Dispatch, very, very fun game. Uh, we're getting the next 2 chapters tomorrow. I will be playing on stream. I'm very excited. I totally haven't been brain rotting about this all week. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have fan art planned. Not me. That's not a thing I do. Yeah, so definitely save any spoiler talk for tomorrow, because then that is when we can go full, like, talk about what happened in the first 4 chapters. But yeah, for now we'll keep it vague, just in case anyone, this is me 100%. I wish I was sponsored. I am not. But everyone should go and play Dispatch if they have the chance. It is a very, very good game. Especially since there's only 4 chapters out right now, you can honestly knock that out in 3 hours if you go fast. But yeah, very, very good game. Highly recommend. I'm very, very excited to see what these next 2 chapters are tomorrow. And see how they destroy me! What? There we go. Okay. Play Dispatch beam activated. Listen. They didn't have to do much in order to get me hooked, all right? All they had to do was show me this bad bitch. Right? And then so they gave me incredibly attractive women. Right? They gave me incredibly attractive women. And then a loser. A pathetic little man. And I was like, oh, I'm hooked. Say less. Listen, I am a very simple person. You give me hot women and pathetic men, I'm in. That's why I like Critical Role. It's full of my favorite things. Exactly. I'm literally drawing one of the losers. It's great. I mean, it's the same thing with Skyfell. I literally just was like, yeah, 2 incredibly competent women and the 3 idiots that they tow around. Nolan is at least a little more competent than the other 2, but like, that's just because he's older than all of them, so. He's had time to learn how to be competent by himself. Yeah, this poor fucker. Okay, so for the people watching right now who don't know who I'm currently drawing, first things first, that's totally fine. Second, so Vikander is basically his entire character is in a world where the gods were killed. This guy is a part of a newfound religion called the Candescent Creed. That's why the title of the stream is that, where they all worship the beam, which is basically just like the universe loving itself, kind of. It's a bunch of gobbledygook. And he found out that the filament, which they export to everywhere, the stuff that is literally tattooed onto his skin, it's not the essence of the universe refined and extracted into a little liquid. It's fucking angel blood. A giant 30-foot tall angel that they have in an Iron Maiden coffin in the basement of their church that they just continuously drain and sell the blood. So, you know, boy's going through a bit of a crisis. Especially when his grandmother said, yeah, the entire religion is fucking fake. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. But yeah, so this poor lad is having a bit of a bad time. But also, he's a bit of a cunt, so I'm not saying he deserves it, but he kind of deserves it. And this is Tyranny. This is his bestie, who has known that this was happening the entire time and was not allowed to tell him. Angel girl bathwater. Ah, yes. I've heard you talk about the Halo stuff, but also like angel blood type stuff. That's pretty common in a couple different types of media. So it's the like, you know. Okay. Last thing is this stupid little cane that he has. Look at it's so pretty, and I want to make this, but also it's so stupid. Figuring out how to draw it was a hassle. Bloodborne 2. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, the whole like, yes, glowing blood to signify something powerful and divine. Wow, I wonder where Issa fucking got that inspiration. It's just so strange. It just came out of nowhere. I'm so creative. I'm such a genius. So Issa actually bleeds a little bit during chapter 6. And I've had to sort of re-figure out how to draw her blood in the daytime. And after certain events have happened. Hello? Why is Obsidian open? Do you mind? And I very much like the new look of her blood currently. Because the way her blood looks is going to change quite a bit throughout the story. And here's the thing. There will be times where it is just full cum blood. It is just going to be fully, like, if I make just a, you know what, I'm just going to draw it over one of these. It'll be almost, like, fully, like, this is what her blood is going to look like at a certain point. It like it just is. That's simply how it's going to be at some point. But other times it's not going to be that bright. For reasons. Reasons that she doesn't know, but that's fine. Yeah. Somebody grab the glow stick dick. Yeah. Because here's the thing. When I first came up with her, the original concept was that her blood was going to look like broken glow sticks. But then I was like, wait, but that won't always work. So I had to find out a different solution. Now we have what we currently have. Okay. Currently, he is bald.
Okay, you're forgetting one
That's
very
fine.
important thing here.
Thank you
What's
for the
that?
save
I don't know, but
reminder.
you're definitely forgetting it.
There we go. Control S. He's currently still bald, but we're getting there. This is all going to be fixed later, once we actually get to that section. Do, 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 do. We're just gonna make some very bad eyeballs, because this will all be fixed later. We just need the colors for now. Oh yeah, very important thing, just to do with the specific lore dump that I forgot. So remember that 30-foot tall angel in an Iron Maiden coffin that I mentioned? Yeah, that's Wikander's grandfather. So there's that as well. Also, very important tidbit, reason for crash out. Oh, we're gonna be getting ads in a little bit, so just heads up to everyone. Beep. Ah, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Yeah. For now, it's gonna look like shit, but that's how it always goes. Yeah, the fact that she was like to Wikander, like, yeah, I just took some of his blood and I made a wish with it, and it's like, did you? Did you though? I don't know if I trust that, Grandma. I personally think that you got freaky with a 30-foot tall here's the thing though. I don't actually know if she could have, considering all of the angels and celestials are feral beasts now. I feel like it would have killed her before it could have done anything. But the monster fucker in me can dream, Harold, you know? Like that. This is gonna look bad for a bit. It's fine, I promise. Right. It was early days, so who knows? This is true. Feral now, who knows? I mean, from everything that was implied, it kind of seemed like, yeah, as soon as the gods died, the celestials just started going insane one by one. I think that was a pretty rapid thing, at least to me, but you know, we don't know. All right. I'm really hoping that the next art we get of this crew, we get to see more of them, very specifically their faces, because his tattoos being away from camera feels a little rude for artists and cosplayers. I get it, the artist didn't really want that to be super prominent, so had it face away, but also, okay, then give us the other view. Alright. Let's give this boy some hair. This man really has toothpaste hair. I respect it, but it's still funny. Yeah. He's just... Let me shake this little man. I'm so excited for Thursday, because we're going to be at the soldier stable, I believe. I think we're going to be having, like, one little final scene concluding the schemers and seekers, just to, like, have their little final moments as they go off to start their campaigns, basically. And then we'll be with the soldiers, I think. But I'm very excited to see what those guys are up to. I need to see more of Teor and Thimble, please, and thank you. I also need to know what the fuck Cadigan's deal is. So, no worries, hon. A man who's definitely not a wolf pretending to be a normal man. Yeah. Like, he's totally just a regular human being and not just a wolf put into the body of a man. And now the wolf is a man and is totally just a silly little guy. He's just a silly little guy. Stop asking questions. I am very interested to see what Robbie is doing with Cadigan. Mans went a little bananas with his character backstory, so I wish to know what the fuck it is. Okay. Oh, he's got earrings, right. I just kind of made up what his earring would have been on this year, but fortunately there's a hand covering it, so I don't have to think about it anymore. The shoelacing is so bad. Alright, last thing is just his little tiara. Because he's a little princess.
Watch your posture. Keep those glutes
Okay.
tucked in.
Thank you for the posture check. Everyone hydrate. Drown? I don't want to drown. Not a lot. I'm gonna be super honest. Watched one kind of short campaign, 4.5 hour episodes. Yeah. You really don't need to know the rules. This is kind of a personal hot take. If you're just watching, there's really no need for you to know the ins and outs of D&D. You can just sit back and enjoy, you know? They know the rules, you know? Sometimes it can be fun to know the rules because then it's also sometimes I've had it before, especially with Critical Role, also Dimension 20, where it's like, because I know the rules, I end up expecting what's going to happen. Because it's like, oh, it's going to be like this mechanic. Because I know these rules. I've played with them before, or I've had to DM with them before. Oh my goodness!
Hi. Miss
Hi.
Jackie leave.
You leave? Holy shit. 30 months. Bananas. Absolutely bananas. Hi, Dee. How you doing? But yeah, no, seriously, if you're just watching, you do not need to know shit. You can just sit back and enjoy.
Ogie, you're forgetting one very important thing here.
What's that?
I don't know,
Thank
but
you.
you're definitely forgetting it.
Thank you for the save reminder. Alright. Woo! Weehoo! Yippee! Huzzah! Alright. That. Behold, he's done.
Keep those glutes
Totally.
tucked in.
Thank you for the posture check. Actually, no, I'm not going to tell you guys. I'm just going to surprise you with it. Okay. So, we have things and stuff. Actually, one thing I did want to do, I was planning how to do this yesterday. I think I'm going to actually be shifting my stream schedule back to what I had originally planned, which was Tuesdays, Thursdays, and then have Mondays. What was it? It was Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays as working on comic stuff. Right? And so it was while I was working on Skyfell yesterday that I had a moment of because sometimes when you're just doing art and your mind can drift, you think about other art projects. So I was thinking about this one and I was like, okay, how do I want to approach this? Because Wix, everything is so much and there's so much metal. Again, which I'm not complaining about. I do like to render metal quite a bit. Azune is probably going to be the next person that I draw, and he's got full armor and stuff. God fucking Julius. I'm gonna have to draw that gauntlet. I'm gonna want to draw that gauntlet, and then I'll actually get to it and be like, what the fuck was wrong with me? Anyways, and I was planning out how to sort of approach this, and I was like, okay, I'm going to be smart about it. I'm going to break things into smaller pieces this time around. Kind of like how I did with Valus. Because that saved me a lot of grief. So, kind of just going like this on a separate layer to have this sort of like raised part on a separate layer so I don't have to have it all just on one layer. I'm not painting on a canvas, and I have to remember that. And it's like, while it is important to get those skills down, it is also important to not break your brain. I'm not being paid to do this. Similarly, these patterns. Okay, so it's every 2. Great. I'm just going to make this full white. Oh, I need my stabilization. Hold up. Julian puts his dad's gauntlet. Good lord, I hope not. I'm only drawing him with one gauntlet regardless. Fuck that. Yeah, they're a bit tighter, aren't they? I'm just gonna go entirely on one side and then do the other side. Why do the Gestrels get some of the best music in Clair Obscur? I'm being so serious. Like, don't get me wrong, Gestrels are great, but goddamn, they get some of the most rockin' music of the game. It's one of some of the few soundtracks of the game that actually, like, pumps you the fuck up instead of depressing the hell out of you. Kian, hello, hello. Doing good. Putting all the little details. In separate layers, so it's easier for me when I get to them. How are you doing? There we go. Woo, metal patterns. Oh yeah, he also has like a scotch of scruff on his chin. I'm just gonna go like this. There we go. He pretty, yeah. He's pretty and depressed and also a spoiled little rich boy. It's great. Okay. I think we can save and start actually doing rendering. Alright. Cursed question. Hi, Crow. Okay. Swinging in.
Greetings, Fox.
Do you think he has Sam's teeth? That is horrifying. Also, Almond, thank you so much for the resub. 10 months. Oh my goodness. He'd get along with Empire season. No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't. No. Empire season 1 Scott was filled with too much whimsy. This man I am drawing is a fucking Mormon. He is a fantasy Mormon. Okay. Let me put all of the color layers into folder. And then we duplicate the folder. All right. Now the real question is, what do we want the environmental lighting? Oh, dang. Yeah, no. There are Mormons with whimsy. I've worked with a couple. Buddy, you know the types of Mormons I'm talking about. And especially considering who we're talking about, you definitely know which types of Mormons I'm talking about. I want, since everything is very blue with him, I would like to also have a little bit of, like, blue lighting on him. Excuse you. I think that would be fun. And then, obviously, his tattoo is going to be just completely glowing. Sure, my brother turned into a demon and killed our parents, and I exiled myself to not bring eternal winter on my people. Too full of whimsy. Yes, he was far too full of whimsy. Yeah, Kian. So you weren't here for the explanation of Wikander Halavar. Basically, little Mr. Wiki over here. He is the scion of his family, who are a bunch of religious folk in a world where all of the gods have been killed by mortals. They brought about this new religion, and he was fully drinking the Kool-Aid. And then, just recently, in one of the most recent episodes, found out all of that was a lie. The filament, which he'd been told was the universe and light and goodness extracted and refined into a liquid, is actually just angel blood from his feral celestial angel grandfather, who they keep in a giant 40-foot tall Iron Maiden coffin. Because, sure, why not? And, he's handling it about as well as you can expect, having his entire worldview shattered after his grandmother said, "Stop believing in everything that we taught you, because it was all fake." So, he's so normal about it. And this is his bestie, Tyranny. And they're both very normal about it together. Holy moly with guacamole. Exactly. Yeah. And drink and do drugs. Exactly. Can't forget that. Yeah. You don't have to keep abstinence anymore. You can go drink and do drugs now. Do whatever the fuck you want, because all of our religion and your entire upbringing was fake. So yeah, that is very much why I say no. Scott from season 1 absolutely does not match the shit that this guy's got going on. Hold on. This is bothering me. Yeah, there's something not quite. Also, I apologize to any Expedition players for Lampmaster theme that is currently playing. Be traumatized with me. I really do wish, like, looking back, I really do wish that I had played Expedition on stream. I really wish I could have had some of my reactions recorded, but no. The end of Act 1 is just forever lost to time, and I'm sad about that. Make me some grandkids. Yeah. Make me some grandkids, but only with this specific woman we have chosen for you. Yeah, there we go. That's a little better. That's in-text trauma, though. Not even fan extras. That's Scott is an atheist. Yeah, no. Yeah, Empires definitely isn't a great comparison, I think, for general, like... I don't really know how to say it, so I'm just not gonna, because it's gonna be complete stream of thought, and then none of it will make sense. I'm just not gonna. I'm just not gonna do that.
Watch your posture. Keep
Okay.
those glutes tucked in.
Hey now. Rude. Alright. Alright, alright. Alright, everyone hydrate.
Ogie, you're forgetting one very important thing here.
Hand
I don't
save,
know, but
thank
you're
you.
definitely forgetting it.
Yeah, okay, that face looks a lot better already. The eyes I'm gonna be doing later, but for now... Hey now. I don't know if I want the environmental lighting to be that bright on him. Maybe like that. I don't want it to be super stark on him like it is with the others. Yeah. Each of these I have learned a lot from. I think one of the main things is just figuring out the harmonizing colors and then going from there. So I say this is okay. So let's now do a very arduous... His lips look very kissable. I mean, yeah. The artist absolutely killed it on getting all of the characters to A, look gorgeous, B, look so damn kissable. Oh wait. Bracer has... I'll do that one by hand, that's fine. Actually, no. That one is going to stay as white. Kind of the whole point. Ooh, alright, there we go. Yeah. Okay. And now we begin. Hell. Alright, what do we want to start with? Do we want to go just how I've done, where it's like in order of layers? I think that would be fun. The neck is the very bottom layer, so I'm not really going to be doing that, but, you know. What? Okay. I never personally understood the craze behind Transformers stuff. I don't know how I somehow just sort of dodged that. I need to lock all these layers. Hold up. Yeah, I don't really know how I sort of dodged those bullets. I just realized I need to figure out where my light source is. Hold on. What do we want the light source to be? Because I had the idea of making the light source be his tattoos. But small issue. I actually don't know what the light would look like bouncing around his face would be. So I could do that and then like a really, you know what? We're going to have the backlight, the really stark rim lighting for him. It's going to be pink. Like tyranny. We're going to have a little bit of baby girl representation, okay? Yeah, I think yeah, kind of like that. He should be in a lot more shadow then. Damn. Okay. Maybe I can make this work. He's gonna, yeah, he'll actually need to be a lot darker than. Alright, please hold. Yeah, he should be something like this even. And then that's like super, super bright. Like it'll be like, hold on. It'll be like full glow, basically. Tierney's a really cool name. Not for an actual person, but like, but it's, ick character name? Is that supposed to be nice? Sick. There we go. Masonry drill is drilling. Oh yeah, can you guys hear the drill? It started again. I cannot really escape it. It's annoying as hell. But yeah, if you're hearing while I'm talking or even when I'm not talking, if you're hearing drilling, I do sincerely apologize. There is quite literally nothing I can do about it. It's my fucking neighbors again. Okay. I think I might have to go this dark, so hold on. Yeah, because that is way too light now. I'd rather paint on the light than paint darker. I've had that happen a few too many times. It gets really, really muddy. Hello. Don't do it twice. Wait, I'm a dummy. That's fine. I can just do this. There we go. Got that. There we go. Yeah, that's a lot better, I think. Oh yeah, no, it's fine. It's, you know what it is though? That drill prevented me from streaming last week because it caused such a headache. But I'm doing better now, obviously. But man, oh man, was that week rough? Alright. This is very, from everything we're seeing in the actual art, this is very, like, reflective-ish cloth. And I kind of want to play with that. Let's see if I remember how to render things. I haven't done it in a bit. Don't want to do it too much, considering this is supposed to be, the pink is supposed to be rim lighting. Sorry for the random singing. I am just randomly jamming out to the Claire Obscure soundtrack. It's hard not to, you know? Fun fact, originally the words tyrant and tyranny only meant someone who has all the power in government and wasn't seen in such a negative light. Yeah. Weird how that happens, huh? Etymology is so fascinating. I love etymology a lot. Even though sometimes it is thank you for the follow. Well, welcome in, welcome in. Even though sometimes the history of some words is really like upsetting, but it's like this is really interesting to know though. Hello. Hello, hello. How you doing? Hope you're having a good day. Okay. I think that's good for first pass. Don't wanna do too much on it just because I wanna zhuzh the rest of it, you know? Seeing Curl for character being John and hearing Claire Obscure. I think I found my place. Hell yeah, welcome in. Yeah. This is the 5th portrait I've done of campaign 4 characters. I started out with Taisha, who was my first experiment of dipping into properly rendered style and stuff like that. And then I did Octus. I've done Tyranny. And then Valus, which was a nightmare to do, because of the chainmail. So much chainmail. But yeah, now we're doing Wick. Little Wicky. Silly little man. Oh, heck yeah, studying. I feel like every time I'm in a stream here, I end up just admiring the music. Oh, yeah. Christmas Carol. No. So the Claire Obscure soundtrack, if you're not intending on playing any sort of Claire Obscure, I do recommend just listening through the whole album, even though, that's how long? What is that? What is that sitting at? The full album is 8 hours. It'll go by in a breeze. No, but really, it is just banger after banger. I don't think there's a single song that has me like, oh, this is kind of mid. It's like, no. Every fucking song, which is bananas. They found the music. They found their composer off of SoundCloud. Like, it's awesome. And now it's probably going to be, at very least, if not win, it's going to be nominated for Game of the Year. Campaign 4 characters are incredibly tasty. Oh, they are so good. I love them a lot. So long, and I'm so happy. Yeah, no, this is exactly what I listen to when I am writing. Whether it is script or fanfic, I'm getting back into writing fanfic again. And it's been just perfect companion to have in the background. Okay, metal time. And of course, Monoko. I don't think this is a controversial opinion when I say Monoko's theme is the best of the companions. I don't think that's ridiculous, I don't think that's a hot take. Exactly. Yeah, if you're like fine with jamming out to like multi-hour long OSTs, this is a great one. There are some songs that are 11 minutes. 3 songs in particular. Don't worry about those ones. They don't have any lore significance or anything. Nothing intense is happening when those play in game. I would really love to do a Claire Obscure run through on stream. I think that would be fun. Like maybe when I'm done my New Game Plus run, I'll do like a from scratch, go forth, go my scarab type of run, Because currently doing New Game Plus is so... If you've played Claire Obscure, there's something deeply, deeply haunting of the conversation between Gustav and Mael, where Gustav is saying, if I see a single white hair, I will run off. And Mael... well, I've got all of her Act 3 outfits, so. It's been an experience. A great one, but an experience, And I may or may not be writing a fanfic because of it, because I was like, my brain was just like, hey, this seems like time loop shit. And I was like, holy shit, you're so right. I should write a thing about it, so I'm writing a thing about it. They haunt me. I love them. Yes, exactly. I did actually. I'm going to introduce myself because this is always the fun thing when people are brand new. They just find me by chance and stuff like that. I get to be like, oh, let me show you some of the things I've done. Where'd it go? There you are. Nope. This is spoilers for the end of Act 1. Mael's very bad, no good day. I redrew the screenshot because, of course, I had to. I was legally obligated. But yeah, I jump between a couple different fandoms and stuff, and I'm always shifting between different fan arts and things like that. But also I have my own original comic. If you like fantasy comics, I have a fun little thing that I do. Ongoing thing. Updates twice a week. But yeah. Most of the time when I'm streaming, at least I'm doing fan art. Mostly because, that's the thing that does numbers. And then also, here's the other thing. I like doing fan art on stream, specifically because of you. Because of you, people like Hev, that it's just the like, hey, I saw you were drawing fan art of the thing I like. I'm here now, and it's just like, yes, good, more people I can talk to about this thing that we both like. Okay, you need to fuck off. Your footlet's in your chat? Yes! I am indeed a creator who does void things. As you can see in the corner, over here, in the corner over here, this is my main Sona. They are a void fox. Literally just a fox made of a cut of the universe. They're just a little guy made of void. And the chat, they're called voidlets. And they are all my little goops that hang out over my shoulder and watch me do things. Something, something, the universe observing itself and loving itself, something, something. Yeah! It is the hyperfixation call. That is exactly it. Where it's just like, yes, I am very specifically calling out into the ether of social media and being like, hello! Hello! Do you like this thing too? Yeah, you gotta be careful though with crit roll stuff, because there are some very weird fans of crit roll out there, which sucks. But thankfully with the new season, a lot of those people are getting left in the dust. They had their big complaints, and then they were like, I'm not gonna watch it anymore, and everyone sighed a sigh of relief. So many people dropped it as soon as they saw Matt wasn't DMing it anymore, and I was like, oh, thank goodness. Leave it alone. You've generated a very expensive idea for next Halloween. That's so far away! We just finished Halloween! Give yourself a second to breathe! I did not really do anything for Halloween this year, but I was still on break, so... Yes, good. The siren call is working. I would very much like to be able to put together a cosplay for Crit Roll. Every single one of my friends has said, hey, you should cosplay as Teor. And I'm like, what? Damn. Fucking fast this year went by. I don't think Halloween is that far away. So valid. You know what? Actually, what about second Halloween? Listen, that's what I consider the month of November. I'm not American. I don't have any holidays that are happening in November. It is simply a filler month. They have assigned me as a furry. This is not surprising considering I am a furry. I don't know if you've noticed my name. But I am indeed. It is just really funny that it was my wife who was just like, "Hey, I think you'd make a great Teor." And then my girlfriend was like, "You should cosplay as Teor." And it's like, "What the fuck? Did you two talk?" And it's like, "Nope." Listen, here's the thing. If you're already planning things for next Halloween, right? I think that is good though in the sense of if you have a big project that you want to be able to pull off. I do then think like yes, doing it a year in advance is a very good idea. So then you can take your time, work on it, you know? Okay. Big Lion Vibe has many vibes apart from being big furry fellas. Yep, that is true. I am very, very interested to know what in the heck is Teor's deal. Because there is no way that he is as straight edge as he seems to be. And I also, can I just say, I appreciate how much both Wick and Tierney are just like bombastic side-eyeing the big lion man, just being like, "Oh my god, he's fine. Wait, hold up." Great. The month for those with nut allergies. Sorry. Except for like Black Friday, but I mean, do people even do is Black Friday even worth it though? Like, I'm gonna be so honest. Has Black Friday been worth it for the past while at all? Because every time I'm seeing like, oh, Black Friday sale, and then it's like, oh, cool. How much of a discount is it? $5, 5% off. And it's like, what's the point of you then? The videos of black like shops being empty on Black Fridays and stuff. It's the, hey man, we're heavily in a recession right now. There is no way for people to afford like expensive things right now when the deals aren't dealing, you know? It sucks. Actually, that doesn't look bad. I was like, oh god, please let me trust the process and have this actually look good. It actually does not look bad. I'm happy. The state of the world, my beloved. Yeah, it sucks. It's also one of the reasons why, truly honestly, I'm like hesitant to open commissions at this point. Because I've been planning on reopening my commissions, but also it's like money is really hard for people right now. Not like some of those artists that it's like, all right, as soon as I open it, those slots better be filled. I've seen that behavior recently. I'm okay. Fox rant time. I've seen artists online recently complaining about the fact that they aren't getting commissions. And these are big artists. Big artists who usually fill their commission queue within the hour. And they are complaining. And I'm not saying like complaining as in like, oh man, that's sad that no, they're like, I can't believe that it's not filled out. Seriously, guys, like they're being egotistical about it. It's bananas. You don't gotta look far to see that people are struggling right now. And art is very much a luxury, which is why I try and keep anything I'm doing as accessible as possible. It's why it's the like, I'm not constantly promoting the Patreon or something like that, because it's like, yeah, no, people have better things to spend their money on. If they can, that's cool. If they can't, that's fine. Please fucking support yourself. But just seeing some art, I've had to unfollow some people. It's real disappointing right now. Success can do very weird things. I understand where that kind of almost mentality can come from of just like, why I've been succeeding so well for so long, what happened? And it's like, okay, sure. But also, looking outward, yeah, no, it's the people are and like I heard in the US how SNAP benefits are vanishing this month, and it's like, what? Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean food stamps are gonna be gone? I don't know. There's so much bullshit happening right now, and I feel like artists complaining about not being able to fill their commission slots is so chronically online, like to a new level. It's my one problem with Blue Sky is that because I've followed a couple of lists of artists and stuff, because I've discovered some incredible artists that way. But then more often than not, I'll find some people with very odd opinions, and it's just like, I'm just gonna give you a quick unfollow. I'm not gonna engage in this. Anyways, I don't want to talk too much on politics because this shit makes me upset. But I want all of you to know, I love you. Please take care of yourselves. It is going to be a rough year or couple of years. But I'm sending lots of love to you guys, all right? Now, to distract you. Ooh, shiny. Behold, look at the shiny. It's getting there. I wanna carve out some of the shapes a little more. I wanna have like a little bit of reflective color, because this is like, look at the way that this is really polished, right? So I want to include like a little bit of skin tone being reflected. This will eventually be reflected too, stuff like that. This would have to be like darker. Oh, we're about to get an ad. We do poly ships? Of course we do poly ships! Considering I am myself polyamorous, of course we poly ship. Yeah, no. I am very much a, hey, they have 2 hands. And they could probably make 3 if they really want to. That's been my favorite running joke of just like, Octus has 2 hands, and also he's a necromancer, so he can make like 6 more. Because I'm just like, yes, I think Octus should fuck a lot of them. I also think that Cadigan should fuck a bunch of them. I also think Murray should be able to strap anyone she wants. But yeah. This is not the space for fandom Puritan ideas in the slightest. I've gone on the record so many times talking about how much I hate fandom stupidity and Puritanism. So like, yeah, no, none of that here. We are very, very much a ship and let ship. I try and encourage as much old internet rules as possible. In this house, we are freaky. Yeah. Listen, there's a reason why my community is very specifically 18 plus. I only wish to discuss with adults and be able to have actual thought out conversations, not just whatever the fuck is going on over on TikTok. I've not seen any Campaign 4 ships. You haven't? Oh my goodness. Well, okay, so I was on the pulse with this. Hold on, wait, we're on break. Hold on, we're having ads. We'll be right back. Hold on. We wait. Okay, that's fine for now. All right, let's do this. Are ads done? Ads are done. Okay, we continue the conversation. So I've been on the pulse about this because I'm not gonna say I have like a special interest in like fandom culture and fandom shipping, but I kind of do. I find it very fascinating. But basically, from almost session 1, the leading fanfics and ships was with obviously Hal and Taisha. Those two are exes, and so of course people are going to be like, I see the potential here. That's 1. 2 was obviously Wick and Tyranny, because oh, absolutely. Listen, I just got put in my place and the basement is flooded. Whitney can't just say that and not expect the fandom to go absolutely bonkers, right? And then the 3rd ship, which rose very quickly and has now sort of stagnated, considering how the tables have divided, is Octus and Cadigan. People were just like, I can see there's something going on here. These two are a little fruity, and it just ran with that for the first 3 episodes. And then obviously split off into different table. They left the city. So that calmed down rather quickly. Now, currently, it seems that Octus and Julian are currently running sort of running the show right now, at very least at their table. With, I mean, very, very obviously Valus and Taisha together. After all of the you two are very clearly soulbound type of things. after we got all of the cool wolf and nightingale stuff. It was very much the like, okay, so these two are soulmates, excellent. We've gotten already a couple of very, very good pieces of fan art, some fanfics. So that is for the schemers table. For the seekers table, obviously we have Belair and Hal. Listen, Taisha, rah! Yeah, really. So yeah, for seekers table, seekers. No, they are the schemers. Oh, jeez Louise. I am confused. Yeah, so the schemers table, obviously we have Belair and Hal, because of whatever the fuck happened last session. Oh, you haven't caught up. Oh, okay, so I'll keep things vague. But yes, Belair and Hal, very, very much so, especially after last session. Also because of a single interaction between Murray and Cadigan, people are like, I don't know if they gotta be in a relationship, but they definitely have to fuck. They gotta fuck at least once. That's just gonna be a requirement at this point, is they gotta. But yeah, that's kind of been like the main shipping scene. There's been, like still things are fluctuating. But yeah, consistently the one that I keep obviously seeing is Wick and Tierney. Now, especially because they're traveling together. I have seen, I think, a sprinkling of Cadigan and Tayor. A little bit of Thimble sprinkled in there as well. Murray should fuck everyone in. And no, I agree. I personally think that Cadigan and Murray should just go through the entire group one by one. Murray and Belair in a bother ship is so that is absolutely soul reading. I'm so with you on that. I am so happy that the schemers table is just Hal and his 3 magical gingers. I think that's so fun. I'm so glad I divided this into layers. Holy shit. A bother ship. I mean, it kind of what it sounds like. So if they bother each other, they're frenemies, you know? Rather than like a relationship, they pester each other, and that's how their friendship sort of works. Oh, Azune, you know who I ship Azune with? Therapy. I ship him with therapy. This man needs to learn how to grieve. I have so many feelings about Belair. I am saving Belair's portrait for a little bit, because that is a lot of hair. And while I did absolutely kill on Taisha's hair, I've learned things from this hair, and I wish to implement it to Belair's. But yeah, man, I am very excited to do Belair's portrait. I want a better view of Belair's face mask. Okay, we're getting there. here's the thing. You don't really, if you want to, like, watch those older campaigns, you totally can. You quite literally don't need to watch any of the previous ones to get into the new one, though. If that's like your restraint on getting into the new one or something. I actually can't remember, Runan, if you have if you're keeping up with the new campaign. But yeah, it is very much the, like, if you want to, you can. But it's not a requirement, you know? Also, we're getting the Mighty Nine animated series in 2 weeks, which I'm going to be so honest. I'm going to be insufferable, and I'm not sorry. Yeah, you guys are just gonna have to tolerate me, as I am back in the fucking building to the worst nth degree you've ever seen. Mainly for the completionist? Oh yeah, if you want to do it for the sake of, like, being able to say, yes, I have watched all of it, then yeah, fucking go for it. I didn't watch any of C1. I just watched lots of compilations for specific moments. Yeah, no. That is incredibly valid. Especially too with, like, our, campaign 1. It's the you can very much do that. I feel like with a lot of campaign 2 is where it gets a little more difficult, because that one has, like, a lot of, like, referential stuff. And then you absolutely can't do that with campaign 3. Campaign 3 is worst of the bunch in that sense of just, like, yeah, no, you have to absolutely know what the previous campaigns had going on. You can't watch it without that, blah, blah, blah. Which is, I mean, that, and also some of the other things that was going on just meta-wise was kind of why campaign 3 wasn't the most popular. I didn't really watch campaign 3. I watched, like, half of it, but that was after it had nearly finished at that point, and I was only just sort of mindlessly catching up. It wasn't anything like oh my god, I have to know. It was the, like, yeah, let's see what's going on, but I haven't really been able to pick that back up. It's fun. It's a shame. The characters are super, super fun, but, like, the campaign itself did not really interest me. Yeah. Yeah, the new campaign it has definitely moved away from feeling like a home game. But at least for me, I think that's kind of what saved it, at least in my eyes. There's it is they have created accidentally, they're sort of suffering from their own success of they made the now oversaturated market of home games. It's not like they gotta compete or anything, but it's also the, like, you know, especially with something like Dimension 20, where we've now gotten to see, oh, so this is what a produced game can be like. This is the difference when it's like, oh, this isn't just like a bunch of fuckos playing D&D. This is actually, like, thought with an audience in mind, which I think is the biggest difference. So for the people who enjoy, like, having it be a home game, that can be really jarring, because it's just like, oh, the way that Brennan sort of paces things isn't really letting me linger too much. And it's like, for the people like me who have watched a bunch of Dimension 20, it's just like, yeah, it's just pacing it so that, things are still moving along. It's not lingering on scenes for too long. which I think was always a bit of a problem with just how it was done in previous campaigns, where it was just, it's like, yeah, this is exactly how home games are paced, where it's just you can absolutely linger on things that are maybe unimportant or just not, the immediate focus. And that's okay, but when you're trying to tell a story, you want to be on the ball for that. Which, speaking of, I've been finally able to find some time to catch up on Cloudward Ho. I am very close to being done with my watch through. I am, I think, like 3 episodes away from being done. Man, what a phenomenal campaign it's been. I am so very excited for the next one. Yeah. I think that's the biggest thing too. They were like, "Hey, we want to bring in a lot more people." But with a lot more people means balancing the pacing, which, yeah, that's not Matt's style, and that's okay. Hey, not every DM can just casually run a game for 13 people. That's not normal. That's just Brennan being bonkers bananas fueled by almonds. But it was definitely a smart business decision to just be like, yeah, no, Matt's not going to be the one to run this. It's gonna be Brennan. I think that was a very good decision on their part. Yeah, and that's a thing too. I still think about his Instagram statement of like, I am almost playing as much D&D as I'd like to. And it's like, sir, please raise your child. Make time for your child. As someone who also loves TTRPGs, no, sir, you cannot eat, breathe, and fucking whatever TTRPGs all the damn time. You need to do other things. I thought so. Oh, thank you. Everyone hydrate. Yeah, that's brutal. I could not imagine being in a position like that, honestly. I wouldn't want to be. I don't think any work is worth being away from those who you love and care about for that long. I cannot imagine any work that is worth that. But that's just me. All right, we're getting there. It's looking sort of metallic. I'll take it.
Watch your posture. Keep those glutes tucked in.
Hey now. I mean, there might be. It happens, especially since I haven't streamed in a while, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's, like, acting up. Listen, we don't care about you being straight here, but you at least have to make sure that you're taking care of your bone snake that you're saddled with. So, at very least, that. Be a crustacean all you want. Make sure though that you're not treating yourself like an invertebrate. You do have a spine. Okay. All right. There we go. All right. I mean, here's the thing. So long as you understand how to render basic colors and you're not relying on things like blending modes for layers, yeah, it is a transferable skill for painting minis. I would love to be able to paint minis. However, I know the money pit that is getting into minis. So I have not allowed myself to get into minis. Because it's gonna eat my brain, I just know it. Excuse me. Being on the correct layer would probably help. There we go. Yeah, because I think that is one of the one of the biggest problems with getting into, any sort of art and then you're switching mediums is just okay, do you know how to switch the mediums though? What are the transferable skills? It's part of the reason why I decided to start doing this series of portraits was because I was like, oh, I'm relying a little too much on blending modes when I'm doing my art, and that's not great, actually. I should be able to do this without. And now we're here. So, yeah, here's the thing. It's it's a money pit, not just because it's like, oh, well, that's only if you get the this or that. It's like, no, no, no. It's a money pit. Because, like, with any sort of physical hobby, it's okay, well, I only need this. It's like, okay, so you only need a mini. Okay. You also need the paints. You also need a space to do that. You need the brushes. And then ultimately, you need a place to store it. And those are things I do not have. The last one in particular, storage, I don't have storage. This apartment is not big enough for minis, so I cannot afford to get into them because I will just be sad because I will not have any place to put them. printing minis. 3D printing minis? With a 3D printer? Those very easily accessible 3D printers? Those ones? Again, this is it's a hobby that has a lot of parameters to it, right? And it's one that it's like, I'd love to be able to do something like that if I had the time and the space and the resources, but I don't have any of those, so I shan't. Resin printing. Yeah, no. Who's got the resources for that? Who's got the money for that? I found that many skills transfer through fabric-based crafts. That's actually a good point. I want to get back into like sewing and things like that because I have not been able to actually sew for a while. And it's not like hey, that's actually one resource I do have. I actually have like a nice little mobile, I think it's a singer. It's like a small little thing, but it is robust as hell. And it has helped a lot when we're wanting to do cosplays or even make like little gifts for family. My wife really, really loves sewing. She's not great at it, but she really is learning fast, so she's having a lot of fun with it. Okay. Whew. I think the one thing I want to do is add a tiny bit of an accent to these engravings. I know words. I can English. Yeah, like this. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. A little bit of contrast goes a long, long way. Clea song? Clea, yeah, okay. Am I doing these tiny little embossments just so I can avoid rendering the face? Maybe. And what about it? Yeah, I don't talk good. I am pretty certain that I have some sort of like a mild speech aphasia. And boy oh boy, does it like to rear its head when I am streaming. So if I am ever speaking and then all of the words are in the wrong place, but I don't correct myself, it's because I straight up did not hear it. Don't worry about it. I'll probably realize within 2 minutes. And if not, don't worry about it. Resin printers is people aren't putting them in safe places to use. Yeah, just poison yourself with some fumes. It's fine. Yeah, I should not be trusted with any sort of 3D printer of any sort. I will print too much useless junk instead of actually anything. So glad I don't have that. Yeah, that's looking a lot better now. Little bit of contrast goes a long way. Woo. And pressure now. Listen, I hear you on that of like, well, what else are you supposed to do? It's for me, it'll end up being I print too many things that it's the I will only use them once and then it is just plastic. And that is wasteful. I am trying to not make junk for myself, you know? If I 3D print things, I want them to actually be useful and to use them multiple times. Which I know will not be the case if I ever have access to a 3D printer. I think one of the first things I would make if I get my grubby little mitts on a 3D printer is probably like I've seen someone 3D print a Bolaire mask already. Like they handmade a 3D file and stuff and then just printed it and it's gorgeous and I'm just like that's the type of shit I would print. Oh, no. You know actually what the very first thing I would be? It would be Sev's mask. I would just straight up be like, ah yes, I have access to printing my Blorbo's mask. Which, if I ever go to a con as like me, and not just like as a con goer, I think that would be very fun to do of just like have Sev's mask. If I'm like walking around the con floor and it's just like, hey, I'm gonna be at this con. If you see Sev's mask, that's me. Come say hi. Type shit. Like, you know? I think that would be very fun to do. Okay. This is starting to get a little thick. I don't want it to be that dark. Yeah, this should only really be contrast for the super shiny bits. I love that. Yeah, there's this one guy who I keep seeing on TikTok who's making like really nice 3D printed like stationery and stuff and like cup holders and things like that and it's just like, yeah, I decided to make this little floating pool cup holder look like a little lotus flower that you just put your cup into a lotus flower that floats. And it's like, what the fuck? That's so cool. Little bit of engineering. Like those are the kinds of things that I would like to print, but I know myself and I know that's not what I'll be doing. So it's kind of noisy where I am. No, not sex. I'm saying sev with a V. Yeah. Yeah, he's made a lot of really cool stuff, and it's that like, damn, this is exactly what 3D printing should be for. Alright, the rest doesn't really need to be done up as much. Yeah, like and like that. Alright. Yeah, that looks cool. Alright, I guess I gotta move on. What is... Ah, yes. What pronouns? I use they, them, and sometimes he, him. Mostly they and he. They, them is your safest bet. Hey, no worries. It's like this weird feathery thing, I think. At least I hope it's a feathery thing. If it's a metallic thing, I'm fucking up, but we're just gonna assume. And hopefully we're not making an ass of you and Ming. Don't ever want to be mean to Ming, you know? When is the next Digital Circus episode, actually? Sometime in December, I want to say? Something like that. There we go. I'll do more on that later, but for now, we have a face to render. Oh, someone's got to remind me. I recently downloaded a new audio for Sound Redemptions, and it is the sound of Renoir's cane. And it is very funny because I have it now also as my join-in call sound, as my little soundboard sound. And it has It has jump scared my girlfriend. Because, yep, it's ominous as fuck. Also, thank you for the hydrate. Everyone, drink some water. Yeah, that was exactly my thoughts. Was just like, hey, this would be really funny to do. Incredibly messed up, but also really funny. Yeah, I do love the fact that it's just like, oh, where did you get the Ren Kane audio from? And it's like from the Claire Obscure official website, because people kept asking for it, and so they were like, okay, here is the clean audio file. Go nuts. Something like this. Okay. This is gonna look bad for a second. I just need to plot out planes on face. I need subsurface scattering colors. Yep. It's great. Nope. This one. There we go. All I can think of, sorry, just because we're listening to it, all I can think of is if this game wins Game of the Year, which I sincerely hope it does, but also who knows. If it does, though, one, I'm going to be insufferable. Two, I'm not looking forward to all of the gamer bros that are going to be picking it up to play it and being like, all right, let's see what this garbage is all about. You know, I'm not looking forward to seeing those videos. I also really do think it should win. All right, we got to fix the eyes before we go any further. But yeah, it's the like, I don't want to see the same bullshit that I saw when Baldur's Gate won, of just a bunch of like guys who only play like sports games being like, how did this win over my far superior game that is identical to the same 6 other games I play exclusively? You know? I don't want to deal with that again. It was annoying the first time. Alright. All right, let's fix the eyes and the mouth and the schnoz, shall we? There we go. Grab these colors. Nope. There we go. Eye shape. Woo. Make sure we're getting the correct angle for these sad boy eyes. I do appreciate that basically all of the cast has been given a nice little mascara treatment. Everyone except for like Bolaire, pretty much. Even Tayor's got some nice little eyelashes done. My brother dropped it. Yeah. Yeah. That heartbreak is very understandable. Last night actually I was rewatching the VOD, which is something I never do, can I just say? I was rewatching the VOD of me playing through to the end of Act 2. And just the like, oh goodness gracious, you stupid motherfucker, you're missing everything. Stop focusing on the combat and focus on the lore. Yeah, the Game Awards are going to genuinely be, I think, some of the genuinely closest, tightest runner-ups this year. I think it's actually going to be really difficult. It's that thing of like, I think Claire Obscure should win. Also, this year was the release of one of the most anticipated games. Oh my goodness, hello there. Hi, artist. How you doing? How goes? But it's that like we've got heavy hitters for Game of the Year. Silk Song, Hades 2, like it's gonna be a hard one no matter what. How was stream? Jump scare. Thank you so much for the resub. Oh my goodness, 30 months? What? The art is going good. We are drawing Wikander Halavar from Critical Role. And we're getting there. It's slowly going. Very, very slowly. But yeah, He's our funky little fantasy Mormon whose grandmother fucked an angel. And he only found out about that like 2 days ago. So he's having a bit of a crash out. It's fine. Okay, is it just me? Does it look like he has light pupils? Like it doesn't look like he has black pupils. We did get Skong and Hades 2, yeah. But as good as those games are, I don't think yeah. But yeah, it was definitely just one of those like I think this is going to be a very, very close year. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still probably gonna be disappointed if Claire Obscure doesn't win. But that's just because it's me, and this game has, like, permanently changed my brain chemistry. So I'm mayhaps just a little biased. But it's hard to not be, you know, it's that, like, oh, yeah, Claire Obscure, like, really amazing game. How, especially finishing it, how are you not like incredibly biased towards it? Yeah, it's a don't think I'm gonna give him like a fully black, but at least something like that. I think it's just gotta work with the contrast, you know? Like a fun little ring of light. My internet is dying. Oh no! Yeah. But yeah, you guys now get what I mean when I'm like, I really want some better art of the characters because it's like I need to be able to zoom in on their faces. I want to give his eyes a very ethereal look. Ha ha ha. Mm. Yeah, I think that's fun. Oh, absolutely. I am just so I am background education is trained to be animator. I left the industry after being in it for a few years because the disabilities, they were disabling me. How incredibly homophobic. And so my brain still very much is the like, no, I need an exact character sheet. Otherwise, I can't draw the character. So it's still like, why isn't there a fucking... I'm going to show you the character sheets for my comic characters. I'm just going to pull up... Sure. Let's pull up Damien's. This is very much I made this character to be animation ready. I got how you draw the eye, how you draw the mouth when it's open, the inside of the mouth, what that looks like, details on how to draw the things, color palettes. So I am just very much a snob. But yeah, I love being able to do interpretations, but because this is first time drawing this character, I always like to stay as like accurate to original as possible, at least for my first one, because it's the like, yeah, I'm understanding what this character is. First things first. I must, in a very clear, obscure fashion, it's the I have to understand your essence before I can truly draw you. I gotta do sketches and prep you first, so I can then draw you a bunch of times afterwards. Yeah. Like I said, brain chemistry irrevocably changed because of this fucking game. You're definitely, I do like taking artistic liberties, especially because, yeah, it's fan art. But I do most of the time have to fight my brain. Most of the time my brain just gets pissy at me and it's just like, no, but accuracy. It's very silly. Yeah, that looks cool. We'll do some light also on like the eyelashes, like it's catching the light of the tattoos. Do, do, do. Mm-hmm. He's such a good song. music in this game, man. Actually, let's leave that to the layer below. I think I only really need to do the upper lip on a separate layer for this. Yeah. Oh, we got ads. Okay. Okay. Let's do the face. Okay. 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 Oh my god, this looks like shit. No, it's fine. It's fine. I gotta trust the process. I just gotta trust the process. Oh my god. How long have I been going for? 2.5 hours. Okay. It's fine. And so begins the crash out. Yeah, no worries. Have a good rest of your day. Trying to think of how to make the texture for the tattoo. Because I don't want it to just be solid white. That's boring. I do want it to still look like a tattoo. But how? I'm not sure. Is it? Hmm. I think his nose is too far up. Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, it's a bit better. Excuse you. Isn't it? Hold on. There we go. Like it never existed. Okay, it's starting to come together. I have definitely given myself a challenge. This is why I do fan art in the first place. It is very specifically to challenge myself. Right. Wait. There we go. We have to actually draw inside of his mouth, so it's not just a horrible fleshy void. Whoop. There we go. Okay. I'm seeing the vision. I'm seeing the vision finally. Starting to look like something, and that is good enough for me. That is the playlist looped. I just had like a playlist of just like the battle music. Let's switch. What are the vibes? I want to keep that like upbeat going. Sure. We rock with Felza now. Yeah. I want to have like immediately around just like a little bit of a almost like a lip around it. Oh, that's what's bothering me. They are too thick, actually. Very relatable problem. I myself am too thick. I'm so sorry. I had to make the joke. There's no one else in chat who would, so I had to take the... I had to do it myself. Yeah, no worries, Kian. I have no idea when you said that. Apologies if you've been gone for like 2 minutes. Gonna make a little executive decision and say that the ends of the tattoo are actually not square. Don't know how much longer stream is gonna be going for, just because I think I need a break. But I do want to at least finish his skin, or at least get to a point that doesn't make me want to vomit. Doesn't piss me off looking at it. Yeah, I like that. That looks good. Nope. There we go. I'm so excited for Thursday. I keep thinking of like, oh my gosh, we get to see what the soldiers are up to. And I just get the little autism creature yippee gif playing in my head over and over. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap stream. I want a break. I want to have a snack or something. Go lie down, stretch my shoulder a bit. But we're getting there. Yeah, we're definitely getting there. I was very worried of how this was gonna turn out, but honestly, it's going good. It's going good, you guys. Woo! Look at that. I actually know a little bit of color theory. I gotta hold on. Wait, that's actually gonna. I will 100% forget if I don't fix his little goatee thing he's got over here. I'm happy I was able to stream again. I gotta, build up my tolerance again to doing that, but to do longer streams. But I think it should probably come back a lot easier now. now that I've like actually been able to get back to longer streams and stuff. Instead of just, you know, oh, Jesus Christ. Nope. Not doing that again. But yeah, I think it'll be perhaps a little easier to come back to doing those longer streams that I did just before I went on hiatus. Yeah, we'll fix up the schnoz and all that stuff. But yeah, I think I'm done for now. I don't know if I'm actually gonna raid out. I might just hit end stream. Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna hit end stream. I don't really feel like raiding. I just kind of want to go lie down. All right, I will talk to you guys later. Nope, wrong one. There we go. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. This has been lovely. And I will see you, if all goes well, on Thursday. I don't know if I'll be working on this next Thursday. I will honestly probably be done tomorrow with this. So, we'll work on something. Maybe we'll do some dispatch art. You know what? Guaranteed stream Thursday, most likely. And then a maybe stream for tomorrow. I would very much like to play dispatch on stream, but we'll see that. All right. Bye, everyone.